Welcome to Dispatches From Shedquaters. This is the year-end review show. No, it's not. It's just a regular show.
Yeah, it's more, if anything, it's a Christmas episode.
Well, yeah, okay.
Merry fucking Christmas. Let's just get that out there.
Plainly see Jason's in this holiday spirit.
Oh, it's friggin' too early in the morning.
Well, okay, yeah.
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday.
I know. I'm pulling back the curtain, but...
This is one of the things where, like I said, I texted you last night and said...
When?
Because I know what this week is going to be an absolute shit show for trying to get stuff together and to do stuff. And your response was 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And I'm just like, fuck.
I know. Right. I believe me, I didn't want to send it. But looking at my scheduling, I don't think I can work anything else.
It's fine. I completely get that. I almost texted you back, so let's just put one off or do it after.
But here we are.
And here we are.
I can't quit you, man.
No. God damn it.
I know. I had to make it weird, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay, so you're up and moving already. First thing Sunday morning.
Yep.
Delivering presents and battling.
What we're going to get to here.
Battling the city.
Well, no, the city's still sleeping. There's like nobody out there. If you're not sleeping, they're at church, and so the roads are empty.
There was Tim Stoffen, a friend of ours.
Yeah,
actually just posted. He goes, I tried to do the smart thing and beat the crowd by going out to Walmart early in the morning to beat the rush. Mm-hmm. And he goes, there was a bunch of other people did the exact same thing that I did, and there's only one cashier.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's normal for Walmart.
Okay, but still. They know people are going to be coming out early.
Yeah, especially this weekend. Right. This is it. The last Mad Dash Rush. I went there Friday night. It was a zoo.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
And Xander wanted to go there yesterday. I was running him around. I went in to try and get a gift, just one simple gift card. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the second store I'd gone to because we went to Superstore before that. Superstore couldn't process gift cards. For whatever the system that activates gift cards, doesn't matter what company, whatever it is, couldn't activate them.
Probably overloaded.
Walmart had the same problem.
Really?
So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but neither one of those two big ass stores could process gift cards.
That's craziness.
I managed to get one at Best Buy like an hour later. So
that's not bad.
But yeah, that was really fucking weird. But that was it. I did not want to be wandering in Walmart.
No.
It's bad enough what we've got going on this afternoon, though.
What are you doing this afternoon?
Well, Tally's coming home. We're meeting him in London. Because he hasn't done any shopping.
Oh, you are so screwed.
So we're going to White Oaks.
No, you're not. You're gonna circle a parking lot for 5 hours.
You know how we allegedly heard about the whole Bloods and Crips thing? I'm expecting to see that today for the first time. I'm not going there to do any shopping. All our shopping is done, other than maybe one or two little things if anything jumps out at me, but nothing major. All our major shopping is done.
Okay.
So I'm just basically going to protect Tally and do a little bit of people watching. So it's ought to be interesting.
Yeah, your best bet would probably be find
bring a weapon.
A weapon. and
Can I borrow that?
Yeah. It's not very sharp.
So it'll still get people out of the way.
Well, yeah, you'd have to swing it.
Especially
really
if
hard.
I do this and just walk with it.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, I'm wearing a black hoodie.
Yeah, that would definitely work. I might have some more accoutrements that you can.
I'm sure you've got a few.
Yeah, so that would get the herd moving. Just
so part the seas.
Oh yeah, slow ones get trampled and sliced.
Yep.
So White Oaks.
Yep.
2 days before Christmas Eve.
Yep.
That's just.
But he hasn't done any shopping, and rather than him trying to scavenge at Walmart, we're going to take him to White Oaks where there's options. So might hit at one or two other places, but other than that, that's the main goal. That's going to be my afternoon.
Battle through
That's going to be my
Small.
That's going to be my afternoon, and it's going to be a trip.
Oh, it's going to be something. Mm-hmm. You should live stream that.
Ooh,
it'd be just like The Purge, like an hour before the timer goes off.
I'll judge it when we first get there. And if it looks like okay, yep, it's going to be insane, then I'll throw up some videos.
Oh, it's going to be insane. I guarantee you. As sure
it might surprise. It might surprise you.
No, I wouldn't. Not by any.
I'm holding out hope, man. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt myself or hurt anybody.
Yeah, you getting a parking spot could be like.
Oh, I'm already expecting to have to trek 3 miles to get to the door.
Yeah. You're going to be in the back 40. Like,
we're gonna,
like somebody's.
I'm going to call an Uber to get me to the door.
There, they might have a shuttle service from the airport to the mall.
There we go. Yeah, I might have maybe I'll look into that.
That might work.
I'll Google that when I leave here.
Yeah. Try that one.
We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, you still have plenty of time to figure that stuff out.
Exactly. I got a few hours.
That's right. So other than battling through, what's new and exciting?
I don't know. I'm kind of in a haze. Well, let's get to the show and tell aspect yet again. I know audio podcast.
Okay.
Now this one is not for me.
No.
This is for you from the Tobins.
From the Tobins?
Yes. That is handmade by Courtney herself.
Aww.
It is a kitchen scrubby. It's 100% cotton.
Nice.
That is handmade. She's made one for all of us, apparently. So.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
She asked me to drop that off.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being the Santa to the Tobins.
I told him I was on my way over here, and she said, hey, well, since you're going, sensuous.
Thank you. So, this makes you the Santa to their elves.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting the beard, and we got to...
Yeah, fill that out a little bit. Yeah, actually, you said it's actually coming in.
I know.
You've become a man.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. I started to become a man when I started drinking whiskey, and look what it's giving me.
There you go. Facial hair.
Now, I have 2 gifts for you from myself.
Wow.
Now, the first one is for my Whiskey Wednesday brother.
What is this?
That is a fresh batch of honey jack fudge.
Nice. About 10 pounds of it by the feel of it.
It's just a single batch.
Oh my goodness.
And you'll want to put that in the fridge. It'll be a lot easier to slice.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much.
Some special made honey jack fudge for you.
Yep.
And now ho 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 and Merry Christmas.
Why?
Because I saw it and I'm like, I don't think there's anything more Mike than this.
Oh,
Merry Christmas, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I don't know who it's from, but
I just handed it to you.
It's a box of feathers. There's a feather on the box, anyways. Oh, really? I am looking and holding a traditional beer horn, 24-ounce capacity. It looks like it comes with a stand and a neck strap, so I don't lose it.
Yep.
Oh, there's even got instructions.
Yep. As simple as they are.
Simple as they are.
It'll hold the equivalent of 2 regular bottles of beer.
Thank you very much, brother.
Like I said, I saw it and like, that is Mike. Like, so Merry Christmas, brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have to get a good look at it.
It's an unboxing.
It is an unboxing.
It's an unboxing on an audio podcast.
Definitely. Yeah, we're definitely breaking all the rules.
Oh, what'd you do?
Okay, that sounds better. For whatever reason,
Has your mic been off this whole time?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was playing with a setting.
Okay.
And it took away like 10 decibels worth of.
Okay.
And it just again experimenting.
Now you're popping.
Not popping, just sounded very low. I don't know how it's going to.
But it sounds better to you now.
Sounds better to me now. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome, sir. Crystal wanted me to just looking at like some what she call Moscow Mule copper cups or something.
Yep, I've seen those.
Yeah, she says she's like that, and then I saw that. I'm like, no, that is Mike. Look at that. Look at that.
Fits
thing of beauty.
Fits perfectly.
Nice black marbling effect to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Now, Merry Christmas, brother.
Absolutely not necessary, but it'll get well used.
I know. That one's been sitting up there on purpose for a while. So
a nice bottle of Jack.
Yeah, there you go. That'll help.
I can feel it warming the soul already. And
that will help you get through the rest of the holiday season,
especially on Christmas Day.
You should probably take that with you today when you go to White Oaks.
I'll just top up my flask.
Yeah. There's an idea.
Is the neck strap going to be long enough?
I don't know. I said it definitely needs to be broken in.
I think it's going to work.
I think we're going to.
Yeah. I think it.
Fuck, yes.
There we go. Look at that. You're ready.
Now, if I shorten it up. I can go hands-free with this.
Awesome. That's going to be your new party trick?
Fuck. I need something. My old material's getting old. So. Thank you very much. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Very, very welcome. I love
Happy
you,
Yule.
Yeah. All that jazz.
Happy Kwanzaa. Hanukkah? No, is that gone?
The Hanukkah is right now as well, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've never really knew much about Hanukkah. So.
Happy holiday season to you and yours, Jason Bayshard.
How inclusive of you.
I'm trying. Since fucking Stephanie Barty jumped on the goddamn Jujubist bandwagon. Fuck.
I'm so glad that's taken.
Yeah, I'm glad you're glad. Give me that whiskey back.
No.
What whiskey?
Exactly. This is not the whiskey you're looking for.
You almost got a spit take. Speaking of which, you did go see Star Wars.
I absolutely did.
And how was it?
Well, as I said on Facebook, it really it left me speechless.
Okay.
And it's not entirely the movie itself. Okay, so this has taken me some time to really work out.
Yes, I remember you said something. I texted you after you said it.
Right.
You said something about it wasn't so much the movie; it was the way it made you feel.
Yes.
Then I go, oh, well, how did it make you feel? And you would fuck off. I got to go back to work. I went,
I was at work. So, and plus. This is pod material, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've been sitting on this. Okay. I've talked to a couple people, and
we will say spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet.
I'm going to try and avoid giving any major spoilers.
I'm going to drill you for details because I don't care.
Well, okay, then spoiler out the ass.
Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1. That's your warning.
Okay. Now, whoever's listening to this probably has already seen it. So
that's true. And when this comes out,
it's going to be a few days later. Exactly. It's after Christmas or Christmas Day, whatever. So Wednesday or Thursday,
Boxing Day or something like that. Yeah. So you have time.
The movie was really, really good. Okay. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, and for the most part, I know most people seem to share this opinion. It did redeem from Last Jedi.
Okay.
It's not perfect by any means. No. It still has its own issues and whatnot, but the way the movie played out worked really well for me.
Okay.
It gave me what I wanted. It gave me some closure and so on. There is, okay, here's the first spoiler. Of course, Leia dies.
That would have to happen because of real life.
Right.
So,
but it's the way it happened. It was very subdued. It was, in my opinion, a classy way to do it.
Oh, okay.
Because
I see what you're saying.
It was essentially a sacrifice.
Oh.
She essentially sacrifices herself.
Was that the scene where in the trailer you see the blockade runner flying through the forest? Is she in?
No.
That's not that?
No,
okay.
No. That's actually, that's after.
Oh.
But when you see the blockade runner, that's leading into the climax of the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Leia's passing is about halfway-ish.
Okay.
But her sacrifice isn't even in a battle scene per se, exactly. At least not directly. It's weird, and I don't want to get that detailed about it. But it happens. And what got me the most is it happens. She's gone. She's lying in rest. They do, some of the people around her say farewell, princess, or something like that. That choked me up a bit. Like I was already tears rolling. But it's when Rey and the rest of them, including Chewie, get back to the base and find out.
Oh, wow.
Chewie's reaction.
Oh, no.
One of the most heart-wrenching moments I've ever experienced watching anything is Walking Dead when Lori passed and Rick didn't know and Carl comes out. I know it's become a meme for bad jokes.
Yeah.
But Rick's reaction when he realizes what happened with Lori and what Carl had to do, this is on par with that.
Oh, wow.
Chewie's reaction to the news that Leia was gone is so, like, it tore my heart out.
Oh, wow.
He's the only one left.
Okay.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is me. Like the like right out of the gate kind of thing?
This is like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Oh, okay.
They had a lot of, enough footage of Carrie Fisher from past filmings to make this work.
So, okay.
Yeah, it worked nicely. So that scene particularly really, really got me. But there's so much other greatness in this movie. But when I say that it hit me in an unexpected way, it's what the movie means. Because I was an only child. I had friends. I spent time with cousins and whatnot. But I did spend a lot of time alone. Star Wars, Luke, Leia, all them, those were my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Their story is done. I know I can revisit. I know these films are there. And I know we're going to get more Star Wars, but we're not going to get more of them in Star Wars.
I'm not sighing because that I get that story, that part of the story is now over. And I'm not overly happy about that. Like I get that Luke and Leia and Han he said, we've been with them for 30, 40 plus years now. And that story does have to end somewhere along the line. And to finally get that finish line is just like, I don't want it to happen.
The roller coaster ride to get to it has been just that. There's been highs, there's been lows. Like, depending on how you feel about prequel trilogy and all that stuff, but all of it is still there. It's all part of that story, that narrative that meant a huge part of my life. And it's over, and it's that realization that's really kept me kind of melancholy for the last few days.
Yeah, like I can see that.
Again, I know we're getting more. I love The Mandalorian. Can't wait for the season finale next week because they left that a fucking cliffhanger. Bastards.
Well, did you actually expect them not to cliffhanger that?
Yeah, a little bit. And I was worried that something was going to play out in it that was going to be a direct link to the movie. And I'm like, oh, don't pull that bullshit.
There's still...
Don't throw a reference in Rise that you have to see The Mandalorian to catch. Yeah. Which, in my opinion, and they quite possibly did do that, but it's not such a direct in-your-face, like if you didn't see Mandalorian, you're not going to get it.
Oh, okay.
But it just prepared us for something that happens in Rise. Oh. Here's the spoiler. Okay. In Mandalorian... Baby Yoda heals Carl Weathers' character.
Yes.
We see Rey do that. It actually happens a couple times in this movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we've never seen Jedi healing like that.
No. Well, the closest we did see is in A New Hope when Luke got attacked by the Tusken Raiders and Ben was holding his head.
Yeah.
It is speculated that he was using the Force to help bring Luke around.
But it's
never been
exactly. It's not clear. You don't see the wounds closing or anything. In this, you see the wounds closing.
Yeah, like I said, they did a really good job with that
and it actually
7.
becomes a big plot point at the end of the movie.
Oh,
because of how it goes down, she uses it.
I'm going to go see it tonight. So
okay, then I'm not going to say anymore. Okay, but it does play a pretty big plot point. But again, I don't consider that to be like a massive. You had to have seen Mandalorian to get that reference.
Gotcha.
But the fact that you saw it on the Mandalorian, now you're seeing it here. Okay, kind of makes sense. Okay, it's an ability that Jedi have. We've read that in books. We've seen that in the games and stuff. So it makes sense. We just never saw it represented.
That kind of goes back to the prequels when Darth Sidious is talking about. His master talking about the bringing the life. Can a Jedi bring somebody back to life?
Right.
Or Darth Plagueis.
Yes,
was the one that
was the one who unlocked the secrets of immortality or something like that. Yes.
Now that is kind of part of healing.
Yes,
the immortality.
Now that's part. Sith versus Jedi. Sith do it with darker ways and so on, and that does. While it's never explained, that's obviously a factor in this movie. We know who's in this movie. We know what character has returned in this movie.
Yeah.
So Palpatine is back.
Yeah. Well, that was blatantly obvious on the trailer.
Yeah.
So.
And that whole. The image of all those Star Destroyers coming up out of the water. That's like in the opening.
Oh, damn.
That the movie, that's very, very early in the film when you first see that. Oh. There's a lot of great imagery in this movie.
Okay.
There's also, can you name the other, basically there's, I want to say 4 pilot characters that survived both battles of the Death Star.
Well, you have Wedge Antilles, you have Luke, you have Han. Yeah, Han. You have...
And then Chewie. I would put Chewie in that. Those are the 4 I'm thinking of. To my knowledge, those are the only 4 named characters that survive
Wedge, Luke, Han, Chewie.
So imagine my joy, and during the big climax scene, we see Wedge.
Nice! Nice.
Really quick, he's in the gunner seat on the Falcon.
And it's Wedge.
But it's Wedge.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Yeah, you have Lando flying the Falcon and Wedge is in the gunner seat.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And I don't think he's beside Lando on the Falcon, but I'm pretty sure we saw him. And, of course, we don't know for sure if it's him. Do you remember Lando's co-pilot?
No.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he made an appearance. Because one of his races, and I'm pretty sure it's him because he looks older.
Yeah.
He does.
That's awesome.
So, we did see Wicket, but it's in a brief thing at the end of the movie. You don't even hear him speak, but it's Wicket.
Just like,
it's Wicket.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really good. Fuck the troll critics out there that are tearing it apart. Yes, I know it's not perfect. I admit that, but audience scores is phenomenal, and there's a reason for that. So.
I'm starting to really believe Rotten Tomatoes is on the way out, like for critic.
Because you get troll critics, because bad reviews get way more views than good reviews.
Absolutely. And you just
negative press gets more attention.
Yeah, if it bleeds, it leads.
That's I couldn't think. I know there was a slogan for that.
Yeah, I watched. Okay, last night I went to go to the theater to go watch Star Wars, and it was just a shit show kind of thing.
Really?
And I just I'm gonna wait because I wanted to go see it last night. That way, when this was after we talked about setting up the time to come record this. So I wanted to be able to have seen it. That way we could talk about it. But when I got there, it was just like, fuck it. And I'm going to go tonight. I already checked the Cineplex app and it was like 10:30 is the time to go.
Okay.
So
I went to 7:20 non-3D showing and it was half full. And that was Thursday night.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, did you see the picture Stephanie Barty posted yesterday?
What?
That blew my mind.
But that brings to mind, you've heard me talk about Colin that I used to work with at Home Depot.
Yeah.
When he was still back in Scotland, him and his friend went to see the first Avengers movie on opening weekend. And their local theater, they knew it was going to be packed. But if they drove an hour to another small town, there was another theater. They went there, and they were the only ones in there on opening weekend for Avengers.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So it
That's
happened.
crazy. Yeah. Well, you said Steph posted a picture last night. She went to go see Star Wars. I think it was in Midland or wherever she lives. 3D. It was 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it wasn't a late show by any means.
Yeah. And the theater was empty.
Yeah.
Empty.
She was having a private screening. That was the joke.
She snapped a picture and like it's her, like a selfie, and every seat that you can see, there's not a soul in that theater. And I was just like, that is really weird.
Yep.
That just means people really do hate 3D.
I saw a regular screening. 3D wouldn't be worth it.
No,
absolutely not.
no.
Especially because you know how it always makes a movie darker.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt watching that movie.
I would imagine. Yeah,
I was so happy to see that they had non 3D screenings on Thursday night. A lot of times they don't.
No, they don't usually.
So I'm thinking enough people have complained.
Maybe, yeah, I think maybe.
But they had they had 2 3D screenings and I think 4 separate non 3D screenings on Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. That theater was showing Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I had to laugh. I was looking at the Cineplex app and I said, "You're going to go see Jumanji?" And I went, "No."
I do want to see Jumanji, but no, I'm not going to see Jumanji right now.
Jumanji.
You're going to go see Cats, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see the digitally altered Jason Derulo dog?
I saw one of the funniest memes. It was on Facebook. Somebody goes, "Cats brought to you from the producers who have never seen a cat before."
Oh, that movie's it's already getting torn apart for the weird casting. They had to digitally debulge Jason Derulo's costume. That's twice in 2 weeks that Jason Derulo's bulge is getting news. Because he got kicked off Instagram for posting a picture in underwear.
Was that him?
That was him.
Okay, I heard that story and I went, "What?"
That was him.
Okay.
Because congratulations, Jason Derulo. You're well endowed. Congratulations.
Yeah, look at my junk through my shorts. You can't see nothing.
His bulge has now been in the news twice in the last 2 weeks. Like, what the hell?
World famous dick.
It's still not Liam Neeson level, but
no, but it said in every
we might have a contender.
In every generation there is one. So Liam might be on the way out.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Cute duel of the fates.
Oh, maybe. He said, I can dig up a Buffy reference here. He said, maybe Liam Neeson has to die, and then this guy becomes the pussy slayer.
That's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible.
I'm more picturing they battle it out. Do you remember the old John Ritter movie, Skin Deep? The movie that glows in the dark? One of the funniest scenes in film.
It was such a ridiculous scene, but it was so funny.
But you can picture it, can't you? Because it's just a black screen with 2 glowing dicks.
Just so bad. But did it close the door?
Yes. For that saga,
that door is closed.
Oh well. You never say never because, Rey and them are still out there.
Okay, but the Skywalker...
it's called Rise of Skywalker for a reason.
Okay, yeah, but it was also called, The Force Awakens?
I don't want to
spoil...
I don't want to spoil the meaning of the title and what... Okay, you're going to see it, and then it'll make sense.
Okay,
I don't really want to spoil anything more.
Well, okay. Since I had the disappointment at the theater last night, I come back here, turned on Disney Plus, then I started to watch The Force Awakens.
Okay.
And I was going through, told you that to tell you this, because there was a couple days on my Facebook memories, I was talking about going to see The Force Awakens. And it must have been because it was shiny new Star Wars. I said I liked The Force Awakens in this. So they're like, oh, everybody that's fucking saying it's terrible is like just trolls and this, that, and everything. Then I can kind of see where I sat and I started to analyze and I started to watch it again last night. I thought, well, if I thought I liked it then, maybe I'll like it now. I got halfway through and I went, I fucking hate this movie.
Ooh. Well,
It just...
Force Awakens to me was a great homage to A New Hope, and that's what it
That
means
was
to me.
too much of an homage. To me, that it was almost a shot for shot.
Yeah, but I think
Remake.
it worked. That worked for me in that case because it'd been a long time since we'd been playing in that sandbox. So here's just it was almost like a recap. Here's what you what you might have forgotten, and here's some new toys to play with.
We know that story.
Well,
Guys like us that have been with the original trilogy right from the get-go, as soon as that stuff, I went, oh yeah, this is A New Hope, just prettied up, more CGI, and it's just it was too much. It wasn't enough of an original story. It just it was not smooth, it looked good. I'll give the visuals are great.
Honest, I actually have not watched it since I think just before Last Jedi is the last time I watched Force Awakens. Yeah. I've only watched Force Awakens twice. Now I don't watch Star Wars movies a whole lot. I think because I watched the original trilogy so much as a kid that now it's it's just too much for me. But they do still hold that special place in my heart, and they always will.
Yeah.
And I look forward to someday maybe sitting down and watching them with my granddaughter or Landon even. Landon, I think, wants to start watching them and stuff. So, I'm looking forward to that, having that, because it's more about now getting that shared experience. That's become a big thing for me with movies and TV shows. I want shared experience with people.
Well, I was talking to...
one of the reasons why I love doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Because
we
share these experiences.
Yeah. I was talking to my brother's fiance, Amy, and she had not really gotten into Star Wars growing up. I had been talking up The Mandalorian so much. My brother ended up getting Disney Plus. So she's powered through The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah?
And she goes, this is so good. And now she goes, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I think I want to go back and watch. And I'm just like, let me show you the way. Do not make the mistakes I have made with these movies. So it was. This goes back to I've said this before. If I could get into a time machine, go back, and not watch Star Wars when I was a kid, and watch the original trilogy as an adult with a developed brain, and get that love of it, just the awe of these movies, to get that fresh take.
Do you think you would, though?
I think I would.
Because I think what makes it stand out and what gives us that connection is the fact we had that childlike wonder and imagination, which dulls over time. I myself like to think that I still have a lot of that, hence why I feel the way I feel about a lot of this stuff. I don't think, I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up, that whole thing.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
But a lot of people lose that.
Well, it's hard to keep because real life just beats the fuck out of you every step of the way.
Yep.
I want to believe that the idea of these three teenagers in a souped up space hot rod taking on the man.
Okay. Sure. Three space teenagers and their large dog.
Yeah.
Or is he a Mog?
Oh.
Half man, half dog. He's his own best friend.
I don't know if Chewie, maybe he's got a little existential crisis going on now. You don't know.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. But I would have to believe the storytelling. And we're not even drunk. That's the best part about that. Just early punch drunk. But
and hopped up on sugar.
There you go. And jalapenos.
Yeah, good.
How was that?
Tasty.
Yep.
My lips are still warm.
Yeah, this is the flush. I think I would be more attracted to the storytelling and the storytelling aspect of the original trilogy now, because they told an incredible story. Whereas now you look at a lot of the movies and they're just jingling the keys in front of your face.
Yeah. I do see that point too, and that argument has been thrown out even in regards
the flash
to
and flare of the computer generated images and stuff like this. It pales in comparison to some dude had to move those AT-ATs physically across that soundstage, and I was like, it looked. Okay, it goes back to watching Harryhausen movies, like the old stop motion, Perseus versus the skeletons and stuff like this. Those were good stories because maybe because we were kids at the time when they came out, but it was still a good story.
Prime example, The Mandalorian.
Yes.
They were going to do Baby Yoda all CGI.
Oh, that would have been so terrible.
And Werner Herzog himself said, "You guys are fools if you don't do this practical."
And with it was at Chapter 6 when Bill Burr dropped Baby Yoda. Can you did you not have a negative reaction to want to go and find Bill Burr and kick the shit out of him for being so clumsy?
Just checking. I thought my phone went off. I'm going to make sure Crystal's up. She's got to pick up Xander from church.
I thought maybe had to put another reminder on there that wasn't going to come through.
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, did you see Chapter 7?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know it was out.
No, I didn't.
They dropped it early.
No, yeah, I because the one website that I read said they were going to skip the weekend that. The Rise of Skywalker. They kind of did, yeah. Because, and then I said, somebody goes, oh yeah. I said, I think I was watching Gina Carano's on. I follow her on Instagram. She plays Cara Dune,
right?
And she goes, oh yeah, don't forget to check out Chapter 7 tonight. And it was on a Wednesday, and I went, what?
Yeah, so that was brilliant of them to do that.
Yeah.
Because they set up the cliffhanger, but also let's get it out so we're not competing with ourselves on Friday.
Oh no, because they would have slaughtered the movie.
Yeah.
And said nobody's going to go to a movie theater when The Mandalorian is on. They're just going to. They're going to like, why did we lose $2 billion on Friday? Fucking Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so they put it out early, and it's great, and you can't wait until next Friday now.
I know. Now,
I have my theories as to what's going to happen in that.
I have a couple theories about Baby Yoda.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was a couple people that I read when Mandalorian and Cara Dune were arm wrestling. They were, and then Baby Yoda fucking force chokes Cara Dune.
Yep.
I'm just like, you Sith little bastard. Then somebody goes, oh, well, Baby Yoda did that just because he thought Cara Dune was attacking Mandalorian. I'm going, no, because he knows Cara Dune had helped Mandalorian on several different occasions, and she's helping him. She's an ally. She's helped Baby Yoda, too. So he's already aware that she's one of the good guys.
But she was hurting the Mandalorian.
No, they're arm wrestling.
He doesn't know what arm wrestling is.
But
he's only 50. He doesn't know what arm wrestling is.
There's another theory about that, too, about development of the... So
there's so much we don't know about that.
Yeah. I am of the theory, because then when he stops the Baby Yoda from force choking the shit out of Cara Dune, Baby Yoda goes up to the cockpit and sabotages the laser claw. And that right there told me Baby Yoda knows if they go to that planet, shit's going to go down badly. He had a premonition. If they go to the planet, bad stuff's going to happen. So, my theory is he force chokes Cara Dune to try to take her out. So, if he takes out Cara Dune, Mandalorian will think twice about going there because he has no backup.
That's a good theory.
Now, because that plan was foiled, he sabotages the ship so they can't get to that place because he knows something bad is going to happen. So he's doing his level best to make sure Mandalorian can't take him to put him on that planet. So if he kills Cara Dune, that plan stops. If he sabotages the ship, that plan stops. He just ran out of the ability to stop the Mandalorian from going to that planet. That's my theory.
That's a good theory. My theory is somewhat different.
Yeah.
Although, from the arguments you just made, I want to add to that. I'm going to alter my theory slightly. Originally, I was thinking everything we saw, particularly the end with the Baby Yoda getting picked up by the speeder bikes and so on. Originally, I was thinking, okay, that's all part of Mando's plan. That's not actually Baby Yoda there. It's a decoy or something like that. But now, I'm going to add to yours.
Okay.
I'm going to say, no, it wasn't the Mando's plan. It's Baby Yoda's plan. Because I don't, Nick Nolte's character, he reprogrammed that IG droid.
Yes.
IG droid's going to be the cavalry.
I took a different... That could possibly be the thing.
Because IG droid is programmed now to protect the kid. Even though Mando doesn't like it, IG droid is... Nick Nolte's character programmed him to protect Baby Yoda.
But when you see Nick Nolte's, the Ugonaut, he's down on the ground.
He wasn't answering Mando's calls.
Now, okay, there's another thing that was really weird, is how did the scout troopers get the communication
That's
between...
where I wanted to say that was Mando's plan. Drawing their attention.
That doesn't make any sense at all. It does not make any sense at all. Why would you jeopardize the child? That is such a dangerous plan.
Yeah.
Because obviously when the scout troopers go after Nick Nolte's character, they're going to shoot, right? So there is a very good chance that Baby Yoda could get caught in the crossfire.
I think that Baby Yoda was controlling Nick Nolte's character. That's why he wasn't answering the comms when they're running back to the ship. I think at that point, Baby Yoda was kind of in the pilot seat. And that's where it's stemming off of that it's all Baby Yoda's plan. That I think that's why we saw that. Now it doesn't make sense exactly for the comms, but
I think it was Baby Yoda's plan to make sure they couldn't get to the planet. They couldn't make it. That failed. Now, to me, I'm with Mando talking about the IG robot that they can't change their programming. There's something in there. I feel the way you see it, the IG robot gunned down Nick Nolte's character. That was the way they managed to get Baby Yoda, because he was just about to the ship, right?
Yeah. The door was open.
The door was open. There's nothing stopping the IG robot standing on the ramp shooting.
Yeah. You just don't know.
I know this is great speculation, but that's the good story.
Brilliant storytelling.
Absolutely,
they've got us in. We're throwing out these theories, and we can't wait to see what happens. And
it just makes us have to watch next week.
Damn it!
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna eat some fucking fudge. I'm gonna drink some. I got Mammoth.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna
out of your horn.
Yeah, out of my horn. I don't know if. Well, there's definitely experimentation going to have to happen to see if I can get one of those bottles of Mammoth to fit in there.
No. Only one way to find out.
It is a science experiment I'm willing to undertake.
How many ounces is the Mammoth?
I think it's 500 mil.
Which I don't know how many ounces that would be.
Grab you on box.
24 ounces.
24 ounces.
Oh, 700 mils.
700 mil? Fuck, plenty of room.
There you go.
Yep. I can put 1.5.
In what looks like it could be some sort of mammoth tusk. You're going to drink mammoth?
Ooh, now we're talking.
It's hornception.
Hornception. I should get my other drinking horn that I have upstairs. That's
Two-fisted?
Two-fisted. that neck strap's going to come in handy.
And if you can work out your hands-free technique, you're just totally winning.
Straws, brother. Fuck the fucking sea turtles. I had this conversation. This was friends of mine. They're talking about, the straws are evil. I'm going, are you just scared of killing the Great Lakes sea turtles with your straws? What? I go, how the fuck are your straws, your one straw that's going right in the garbage, going to end up in the wherever the fucking sea turtles are? In the sea, which is thousands of kilometers away from where we're at. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be like a fucking...
I admit, there's enough out there. Like, I've seen the footage of the cleanups that are trying in the ocean and whatnot. Yeah. Yes, there is a lot of garbage in the ocean, but that's not coming from us.
No.
Okay, sure, we may not be adding to the pollution of the planet, but our straws here in Chatham are not affecting sea turtles in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, so
they're just not traveling. That's one hell of a wind gust.
It is, isn't it? Okay. Maybe there's like a flock of seagulls. They ran so far away. I apologize. That was just uncalled for.
This is what you get when we do an early morning episode.
I know. Why did I do that? Sometimes I should just not say words. But... yeah, to say my Kent County straw is killing a sea turtle in the Adriatic is just a little too much to...
Yeah.
But I get the sentiment.
Yes.
Thus endeth the political rant of the...
All right, shift gears slightly.
Okay.
Last night...
Yes.
Again, we're recording this Sunday morning. Apologies, pulling back the curtain. Last night was an epic night.
Epic night?
For television.
Oh.
Eddie Murphy returned to Saturday Night Live for the first time in 35 years.
Wow. How was that?
I loved it.
Was he on point?
Add in Lizzo as his musical guest.
Wow.
If you're not familiar with Lizzo, she is a hot new talent that is tearing it up. She's a big black girl, and she's got pipes. But she also has a lot of fun with her music. She's got some great songs. She like I said, she's a big girl, and she don't care. Like she does the dance, she's dancing and whatnot. Sexy as all hell. She's awesome. She's multiple Grammy nominations at this point, and she's amazing. Great musical guest. A great compliment to go with Eddie.
Cool.
Eddie was on point.
Oh,
Eddie
awesome.
was back. Okay, a couple maybe little stutter steps, but he really I chalked that up to the equivalent of ring rust.
Yeah.
I got this feeling that, especially when they got the Weekend Update, when he brought out some of his biggest characters. Right off the bat, the opening scene was like a presidential debate thing or Democratic debate thing. He wasn't a part of that. Yeah. That's the cold open. That's normal. Monologue, Tracy Morgan appears.
Oh, really?
Chris Rock comes out. Dave Chappelle comes out.
Holy shit.
You have 4 legendary comedians, most of which, maybe all, have been on SNL. Mm-hmm. Eddie led that pack, right?
Jeez.
You know, Chris Rock even says, Lorne Michaels said I was going to be the next Eddie Murphy, and then a year later, no, you're not. It's the joke. Yeah. And then Beck Bennett, one of the current cast members, comes out, and Kenan Thompson comes out. No, we don't need that. Okay, call it what you will. It was, some black pride there, but, I didn't see that. I saw legends of comedy on that stage. That was a great moment.
If Richard Pryor was still alive, he'd be on that stage.
Oh, fuck yeah. Because Richard Pryor kicked that door open.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy tore it off the hinges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, some would say Bill Cosby originally opened the door. Eddie made a great Bill Cosby joke in his monologue, too. Because he had a baby a year ago. Eddie Murphy has 10 kids.
Holy cow! Really?
And he goes, yeah. So I'm pretty much a stay-at-home dad now. Yeah, I'm doing a lot more work right now. I got this. I got Dolomite. I got blah blah blah. He's naming off all this stuff, and he goes, you know why I'm so busy right now? Because 10 kids are friggin' expensive. If you would have told me 30 years ago that I was gonna be like your stay-at-home type of dad, and Bill Cosby was gonna be in jail. Oh, what you talking about? He starts doing Bill Cosby. And
that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to have to look for that.
So that first sketch, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
No, I was going to ask.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood was the first sketch up. And he explains why he's still there and everything, because it's all about gentrification. Oh, so good. And he does, someone knocks at the door. That's my favorite bit.
Who's there?
Who is it?
That's a great bit.
There's somebody at the door. Let's go see who it is, children. Who is it? We saw him. They did a Black Jeopardy sketch. Velvet Jones.
Oh, nice.
And he's like constantly in infomercial mode all about being a hoe. Come get my new book, How to Be a Hoe. Well, you can learn how to make $1,500 a week from the comfort of your own home.
Nice. That's
stuff
awesome.
like that. That's classic Velvet Jones. The funniest bit for me was Weekend Update.
Oh,
all right. So you got Colin Jost and Michael Shea doing their thing. They got the Trump impeachment stuff. Yep. They got those jokes out. And then Gumby, damn it!
No way!
Friggin' Gumby appears on Weekend Update, and he's pissed.
No way.
Because they had him available, and they weren't using me, damn it. I'm Gumby, damn it. Wow. I'm bigger than Eddie Murphy.
That's awesome.
He fucking took over. And then they get done his bit, and he's supposed to leave. I'm not leaving.
Gumby.
Che and Jost were losing their shit.
No doubt.
Because that Murphy was that's it. That he just took over.
Well,
just sit back, enjoy the ride.
Shut up. You're gonna add nothing to that. So,
who else did they?
This is speaking of that. I remember I was at friend's place on the weekend or Saturday night, and we were talking about Eddie Murphy Raw. We watched that a while ago at their place, so we hadn't seen it in a while. We were just sitting around having a couple beers, so we turned on Raw on Netflix and laughed our asses off. Well, somebody brought that up and goes, "Oh yeah, remember we were watching Raw?" I go, Eddie Murphy's coming back to stand up. And I was like, they're going like, what? I go, oh yeah, he's getting ready to go back on the road with stand up.
They finished filming Coming to America 2. He's supposed to be starting working on Beverly Hills Cop 4, and then he's going back to stand up.
Yeah, okay. Nobody's asking.
Did you know at some point he had the number one movie, number one TV show, because he was still on SNL, and a hit song all at the same time? Because it may not be a great song, but Beverly Hills Cop.
Party All the Time?
Party All the Time was the song.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop
was the movie.
Was 83, 84. And he was still on. He didn't leave SNL until after 84.
Wow. Okay. So that just tells you how hot Eddie Murphy was.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm really, really looking forward to.
You know how traditionally SNL, there's been some major I can't think of the word. Exceptions to the rule. But usually, like the last sketch of the night is kind of the weakest.
Yeah. Well, they said they try to hook you early, and then it just peters out.
It kind of peters down, and the last sketch of the night is kind of almost throwaway.
Yeah.
Except for like the exceptions, Wayne's World. Mm-hmm. The very first Wayne's World was that.
Which I just watched on TV, the Wayne's World movie.
Their final sketch last night. You saw I actually tweeted.
You did tweet. That's what threw me.
That's coming off of that.
Okay.
So basically, it's a newscaster at the North Pole. There was some sort of fire or something going on at Santa's workshop, and nobody knew what was going on. And Eddie Murphy comes out as this, and they were making fun of like memes of like weird news interviews, people on the street. He's like, "I saw the whole thing, damn it!" And he's going on about how a polar bear got into the workshop and was eating elves like Skittles and shit. But then he won't go away. The newscaster's trying to go talk to other people, and he keeps coming back in. And at one point, he says, "And Santa knew about it. Santa knew that electrified fence was weak on that spot. Santa knew about it. Santa knew. Hashtag Santa knew." That was the final sketch of the night, and it was fucking great.
So he crushed on the way out.
Oh, he did. He did. That was a great episode.
Yeah, okay. But it really shouldn't be that much of a surprise that Eddie Murphy is crushing comedy.
No, absolutely not.
So, yeah.
It was just, he came back on fire. And yeah, like I said, a little bit of ring rust at the beginning, worked that out pretty quick, and then he hit his stride, and we got some classic Eddie Murphy, freshened up with the current day and age. So Mr. Robinson had a lot of current themes to it.
I'm definitely going to have to find the
How's he
Mr.
still
Robinson's
there?
Neighborhood.
Here's the word of the day: squatters' rights.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was such a good show last night. And
That's great.
yeah, I was so anxious. I've been waiting. When they said at the beginning of the season that Eddie Murphy was coming back, I'm like, oh, come on, hurry up, get here. I didn't realize it was going to be the Christmas episode.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
Cool. No, I said, what else? And I said, I haven't had anything that epic. He said, I went back and I did some archery.
Yeah, I saw that. You and Mags went. Where'd you go?
The Kent Cloverleaf Conservation Club out Charing Cross Road.
Okay. I knew there was an archery club somewhere in Chatham.
Yes.
But I had no idea where it was.
Yep. It's just small, like it's heading out that way where.
Is that on English Line?
Sure.
Well, there's a hunting club out that way.
That's the one.
Tom Mattoon had his wedding, his stag.
Yellow building?
I think so.
Yeah, that's the club.
Okay.
It's called the Kent Cloverleaf Kent Cloverleaf Conservation Club. Does not fit on a T-shirt very well.
Doesn't roll off the
Does
tongue.
not roll. It's just a little. Oh.
No, just checking to see if she's up.
Oh, okay.
She's up.
No, I said I was listening to a bunch of different podcasts, and like Rogan's a big archer, and he's talking about a couple other people that he knows are into archery. And I used to do archery when I was in the SCA. It got to the point where I almost won the archery competition for the Windsor Archery Club or the Windsor SCA. We had a shoot off.
Shoot a guy in the head when you're trying to hit the apple one time and you lose the title. Is that it? Is that how it works?
Instead of show and tell, it should be called William Tell.
He flinched.
He flinched.
It's his fault that you
he
missed.
was swatting at a fly or something like that, and he up a little bit. One arrow to the head.
Saw this in a movie once. I'm going to catch the arrow.
Yeah,
with my face.
It sucks. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But it felt good to get back behind a bow, and man, it may be something I'm going to be doing a little more often.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever shot a real bow and arrow in my life. I can only remember doing like kiddie stuff way back when. I've never touched a real bow in ever.
No. Well,
I can remember.
We can scratch that itch, brother.
I can remember going with a cousin. My half my family lived out like Merlin, Blenheim, all out in the sticks kind of thing.
Yep.
And one of my cousin's friends, his dad was a big bow hunter.
Okay.
And we're at this kid's house. I think we were watching a movie or something, and then the kid was like, "Hey, you want to see something cool?" And he goes over to this cabinet, opens the cabinet. There's his dad's bow, and it was like a compound bow and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he holds up one of the arrowheads, and it was 4 razor sharp.
Oh, the broadhead
slides.
Yeah,
It's four-sided, and it was razor sharp.
Yep.
I'm like, it looks deadly.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea. So.
Oh yeah.
No, I said we went out there. We shot for about an hour and a half, and just like, oh yeah,
Riding a bike.
Yeah, just like riding a bike. There was a little girl in the stall beside me, just fucking deadly.
Out of my way, old man.
Oh yeah,
You shoot an arrow, she splits it in twain.
pretty much. She was like, I'm trying to get rhythm and trying to remember how to do things right, and she's like thunk 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 thunk, and they're all in the yellow, and they're all like within an inch of each
I'm
other.
picturing Arrow. That's like a scene from Arrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Throw a handful of tennis balls and she spears them all.
Oh, it's just like, really? Should be in bed. It's late.
Go play with Barbie dolls.
Yeah, but
there's Barbie arrowed to the target board.
It's just like, whoa. We're just watching her shoot. Like, she would just get up there, do. I think she had a red compound bow or something like that, and she would just get up there, bam, 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 all bullseyes all the time. And then she got tired of shooting bullseyes at that distance. She pulled the target back.
Oh, jeez.
And then when she got tired of hitting bullseyes at that, she'd pull the target back.
Nobody likes show off, kid.
Oh my! I'm just sitting there. I'm hitting the target in the general area where I want to hit it, and I haven't moved it right from, I think we were like 15 yards, and it's just like bam! I'm hitting it and I'm good. And there's this little girl dragging this target farther out and just drilling the middle of this target. I'm just like, oh, maybe I should pull the target back. And then I thought, maybe you should just make sure you can hit the fucking thing before you start pulling it back and trying to show off to this little girl.
Did you catch her name?
What's that?
You sure her last name wasn't Barton?
I don't know. But she, like, her mom and dad were sitting there. They're playing on their phones where she's just fucking.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, like, I elbow Mags. I go, look at this shit. And Mags goes, holy cow. And I said, Mags was getting into it, and said she just had to.
Did she ever do that before?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
But she did. She has done it before, and she go, I really like archery. I went, bingo, we got something we can do. So getting her mechanics down, and she was just like, then Mags just started burying them all into the fucking bullseye. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I think my bow is broken. So my arrows are bent. Okay, the wind, the heating ducts came on. This floor is crooked. Bullshit.
Every excuse you could think of, right?
Yeah, it was just me. I couldn't hit fuck all.
I need another drink.
Yeah, that could be it. So, why is this target not moving? Oh, that's why. So, but it was a lot of fun. I made the joke the next day. I said, "Oh, I got to go find an archery shop and buy about $2,000 worth of equipment just to make sure I think I like it." So. Max, you're not going. But how do I know I want to keep doing this? If I don't buy all the like $3,000 worth of gear, how do I know if I'm committed to this? She goes, "You're not buying," but it's $4,000. So
the dollar value keeps going.
Yeah. She goes, "You fucking dummy! You're not." We can use their stuff for $5. I went, well, maybe. So for now. I don't know. He said, I looked at the schedule and I went, oh, they shoot every Wednesday, and then if it gets nice out, they go outside and shoot. I don't know. That's how it goes. I like archery.
You just like things that can hurt people.
Well, there's
throwing
that.
Knives, throwing axes, archery.
Well, okay. Oh. And
you would think it has like some sort of like Viking reference.
No, I think that's the Vikings were never violent people. They were artisans and tradesmen,
yeah,
and sailors and fishermen.
Yeah,
no, all that other stuff, that's just bad PR.
Okay,
the people that are pissed off.
Gotcha.
Like all of England, all of France, all of Germany, lots of Romans.
It's just a bad rap.
It is a smear campaign. That's what it is. They were just trying to share their culture. They shared a lot of their culture and their DNA, which they fucking shifted Ireland's DNA more to a Scandinavian. But that's neither here nor there. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was long ago. Get over it. Let it go.
Yeah, I know. It was like 1,000 years ago. Jeez. Walk it off. So, big plans for Christmas?
Well, like I said, Tally's coming home. We still don't know exactly what's going on with him and his living arrangement.
I forgot to ask.
Like the job thing. He's got that on hold. He hasn't quit his job or anything, but now he's trying to scramble for living. So he hopefully will have answers within the next day or so.
Yep.
But we may have to scramble later in the week to go and move him. So not looking forward to that if that happens.
Sounds like one.
Other than that.
Here's Zappa.
Shaggy!
No, yeah. I'll have to show you Zappa when we're done. That's my daughter's dog. We're dog sitting.
Okay.
So So you're waiting to find out what's going on with Tally.
Yeah, but where again he's coming home today.
Has he been looking in Waterloo?
Oh yeah, he's been looking. He's had interviews at a couple different places, but on the job front,
okay.
But nothing's panned out so far. But one or two of them, they flat out said nothing's going to be happening until the new year. Anyways,
yeah.
So he's kind of expecting that, but he's hoping he can at least get an extension on his lease where he's at, so he doesn't have to move.
Squatter's right.
Does that count in Canada? I don't know.
Why wouldn't it?
I have no idea if Canada has those rights.
Throw him in jail. It's Christmas, damn it.
That means absolutely nothing.
Right.
Oh, that brings to mind one of my coworkers. She's lived in this, I think it's a house, but it's got multiple apartments in it or something.
Okay.
It's been there a long time.
Yeah.
The older people who own the home, they are apparently they're selling it.
Oh,
they're selling it to their daughter.
Uh-oh.
Now, they've already renovated one of the apartments. She gets, so she's got relatively lower rent because she's been there a long time, right? She's been asking them to renovate a few things because it's not in the best of shape, but they've put it off. Well, the daughter's buying the place and came to her a couple days ago. So I'm buying the building from my parents. I'm going to need you to move out at the end of February.
End of February?
Yeah. So she gave her 2 months' notice. A week before fucking Christmas.
Oh.
Merry fucking Christmas.
There should be laws against that. You can't fucking evict somebody in the middle of fucking winter.
But it's more, to me, the middle of winter is one thing.
But the week before,
spoil their friggin' Christmas like that, nobody needs that kind of stress on Christmas.
No.
You bitch.
That's fucking low.
That sickens me.
Yeah.
That's
fucking brutal. How can you do that? I know, with my work, we had a couple years back getting ready to come into the Christmas shutdown. They posted a layoff notice 2 weeks before Christmas.
Oh, damn.
There were torches and pitchforks. The union just what the fuck are wrong with you? And there was almost a revolt kind of thing. They're what the fuck? 2 weeks before Christmas and you start laying people off. What the actual fuck? And then you wonder why production's in the fucking shitter?
You kill morale when you do shit like that.
It's
Tech Savvy went through the same thing. A month after I started there, they had a big layoff, a culling of the herd, if you will.
Yeah.
65 people.
Oh.
Over on a 2-day span in the second week of November.
Damn.
And people were kind of up in arms. Okay, it's 6 weeks before Christmas, but that's 6 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
What was funny, one of a really funny situation from that is they were still hiring people, right? They let go of a bunch of people who weren't adapting to the new systems and the new way of doing things.
Okay.
So, or they had really bad attendance problems and whatnot. So
they were finding the excuses to step on.
But the biggest thing was they weren't adapting to the new systems. They weren't changing how they want how to do the work.
Gotcha.
Okay, so had to let it go. There's some dude who wasn't working at Tech Savvy yet. He was going to start the following Monday. His training class was starting the following Monday, and he hears about this firing.
Yeah,
and goes on rant and rave and says, "What kind of fucking company is Tech Savvy to let go of that many people this close to Christmas?" He shows up for work Monday. Well, they're not stupid, and they have people who watch social media.
Of course, they do.
It's a whole department dedicated to that stuff. Yeah, he walked in and got walked out.
Oh, yeah.
You don't badmouth the company that you just got hired at. That was
a great plan, man. That was a great plan.
Yeah, one of the girls that I work with directly, she was in that class. She knows, she knew the guy.
Wow. That's not all. That's never a good.
But still,
it
was
move.
6 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
I can't.
No,
it
bullshit.
sucks. It sucks at any time of the year. Yeah, it really sucks when it's a week before Christmas or 2 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
But 6 weeks, I think that's a little bit more of a time span to, you know.
You got a better shot at getting something to do work-wise.
Work or unemployment.
Yeah,
unemployment
something will kick in.
Yeah.
But, to 2 weeks before, and they said, it was almost to the point where we're kicking doors into the office and like fucking.
That makes no sense.
No, it's just a dick move.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we have our demand is a little bit low, and they said we have to protect our investors. We're like, fuck you, fuck your investors. 2 weeks before Christmas. These assholes, if there's nothing to do, make them paint. Make this place look like a Fisher-Price fucking factory.
There's always something to be cleaned, maintained, updated, whatever.
Yeah, you get these guys through Christmas shutdown. You get them into the new year. If you still want to cut them, then you cut them.
Yeah.
You don't do it.
Don't spoil what is supposed to be the happiest time of year.
Yeah.
You know, all you're doing is throwing a huge damper on all of their family plans.
And then you got to try and figure out, why do all these people hate me? Well,
why do they hate me? Why are you don't know how people are going to take stuff like that.
No.
You know, you'd probably have to put some suicide watch up and stuff like.
Yeah, that could be. This could be the push that somebody just like is if somebody's having a real bad stretch. And like I said, we all know, and they said this time of year is the worst for mental health issues. Yeah. This could be this little impetus for a fucking rampage.
Yep.
And like, I don't understand. He was such a good employee. Then why'd you lay his ass off?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What are you doing for New Year's?
No idea. Probably not much of anything. We don't do the party thing much anymore. We're past that now. It's just another
couple
night.
Drinks, dip in the hot tub, watch Dick Clark,
something like that. Yeah, that's
watch
probably
the big ball drop.
Unless I don't know. Maybe Crystal's been talking to somebody. Maybe we're gonna go. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm not aware of any major plans.
Do you have any resolutions? Do you do resolutions on New Year's?
Everybody does. I usually don't come anywhere close to it, but I am actively really trying to just better everything in my life.
Okay.
I want to get healthier, more active.
What can I do to help you achieve those goals?
We'll talk about that.
Good thing we have a podcast.
I know, but eventually, I got to start slow. If I jump into it, I'm going to hurt myself.
I understand. But, absolutely.
For one, I want to get walking again.
Yeah.
I want to start doing that. And I still have the weight. I still have my ruck pack, so I'll pull that out again. I want to get back into walking to start with, but eventually I may want to take a visit to that monster place I've heard so much about.
Really?
Yeah.
You might want to wait until it gets a little bit warmer.
That's why I said I got to start slow, get into walking. I want to, I have no excuses for some of the things that, when it comes to that, taking 10 to 15 minutes in a day to try and just do a few push-ups and sit-ups and whatnot, that can go a long way. I have no excuse for not doing that. I'm sitting there watching TV and whatnot. I could be on the floor doing push-ups and whatnot while I'm doing that.
John Wilson, actually, our buddy, had a great idea, and it worked for me. He goes, you can watch TV. When commercials come on, you do push-ups until the commercials are over.
That's good.
Or you do crunches or jumping jacks or something. Yeah. You exercise the commercial breaks.
I have enough room, I'm behind my couch. I can do that while I'm watching. It's the equivalent to when I used to go to the gym and I'd be watching a movie or something while I'm on the treadmill and shit.
But you're also looking at an hour-long episode. You were saying you want to start off slow. Well, you start with the commercial breaks. Don't DVR past that. You do the 2-minute, 3-minute breaks. You do push-ups, roll over on your back, do some crunches, roll over, do a minute, and then a minute, and then a minute, or something. Or do 10 reps. 10 reps of push-ups, 10 reps of crunches, just back
I can remember going to the gym with John and Tom Leatherdale many moons ago. There were the Nautilus that was on King
Yes.
Street. We went there. Went there a couple times, and they hurt me. Like John killed me.
John's an animal.
Yes.
So,
but he showed me then what he was calling a 5-minute ab routine, where it just different crunches and whatnot.
Yep.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing I need to do again.
Yep.
That's my biggest problem is in the ab section. So,
but that being said, crunches don't burn fat all the while. You have to dial in your diet.
That's the biggest.
You can't exercise a bad diet away. That's
right.
that's
that's the first major thing.
So
I need to get eating healthy.
And it's hard for you because I've seen the stuff that Crystal bakes just about every day. 10 pounds of fudge. I'm gonna have to weigh that.
You'd be a fool to think that we didn't make an extra batch.
There was no. It would be no surprise.
We made 5 batches.
Oh my God.
It doesn't take long to make. So
no, but still, that's like
a very simple fudge recipe.
Yeah.
So,
but I
there's
guess
fudge.
Yeah, it's fudge.
There's gonna be other baked goods because she bakes almost every single day.
Yeah. The diet is huge.
I know.
And that's my issue.
And I have no willpower. When that shit's in front of me and when it's available, particularly after I take my medicine, I don't have control. I eat because I'm bored.
Yes. That's it right there. I'm in the same boat, the exact same boat as you when it comes to boredom at work or here. It's just like automatically just shoving something in my face because it's doing there. Something and it's there. So like a fucking box of fucking cheese nips that's 3/4 gone, sitting here just like mindlessly
bag of jujubes.
Oh yeah,
yep.
Just the black ones.
No, that's your thing.
Ah, damn it. Okay,
damn jujubist.
All the colors of Benetton or whatever.
I really want to focus on that. But then there's also the other aspect, my creative side, the vlog, that sort of thing, the karaoke stuff. I've got plans, ideas, things I want to do. I need to get off my ass and do them.
Yes.
Just if for nothing else, for myself, because this stuff's in here. It needs to come out.
Yep. Better out than in.
Yes.
So again, what can I do?
Puppets. I got puppets.
I know. Yeah, I've seen the puppets, and I was like,
I haven't used them.
Why am I waiting for Jason to put these puppets on TV?
I was so anxious to get these puppets.
And then put them on the fucking TV. Put them on YouTube.
I know. It's the biggest thing is I got to figure out the technical aspects, and I just haven't taken the time to figure that out because I can't just use my phone to do it.
No.
The quality just won't be there. That's why I'm not entirely happy with my previous karaoke stuff because the audio quality and whatnot's just not there. So I've got plans. I've got ideas. I've been Googling it and whatnot. I just have to actively work it out, figure out the process.
Even like a mirrorless DSLR camera would be perfect for...
Well, like we have an old camera, digital camcorder that we haven't used in a few years, but it's
Facebook Marketplace is probably loaded with stuff.
Well, like I said, we got this old camcorder. Yep. It should be fine to do the video, and then I just need to. And I've got a USB mic.
Yep.
I have the Audible program.
Do you have a tripod?
I have one. If not, I can get one. They're not that super expensive or anything. So, I've got an idea of how I can put it together. I got to just work out the logistics of taking the video and syncing up the audio.
Not a problem.
But doing the karaoke part, you have to have the karaoke track and then record the vocals as a separate track and merge them and all that. I have to figure that stuff out.
Not a problem.
I will. I just have to do it.
I am here to help in any capacity.
If you worked with Audible?
Maybe we'll try it. That's how I figured out a lot of this stuff using the GarageBand.
I did figure out how to edit in iMovie, so I could do the video aspect. And I'm sure I could probably add the audio track
with iMovie. Basically, you create the sound file and you just drag it.
That's what I have to. That's what I'm going to have to do next. I've done video editing with it. I haven't done audio editing.
Yeah, so. You can. I had never really played with Audacity.
Audacity, yes. I know. I kept saying
Audible is the book thing.
Yeah,
but
I see ads for it everywhere, and it's stuck in my head now.
But the just playing with it, like create a file, and like just 5 minutes of random talking or noise or whatever like that, and just start playing with it. That way it's not a file that you want to keep or you need to keep. It's just something that you can practice on, practice editing, practicing messing with different filters for the voice and stuff like that, like dragging and dropping in sounds and bumpers and stuff like that.
Another big part of it that's not technically the technical aspect is I need to learn how to find my key, because my vocal range doesn't match a lot of the songs that I want to sing. And when I sing along with them, it may sound all right to me, but I know it's not going to sound right.
You got to get one of those things. Or
not something like that, but it's more I need Xander's help with that.
Oh,
because
okay.
he's got such the ear for it. It's his thing.
That's his
that
thing.
He should be able to help me figure out what key I need to find these songs, because they're out there.
Yeah.
There's so many. You can find like a version of a song that's been dropped an octave or dropped to a lower key.
Yeah.
You know, they are out there. So it's just a matter of finding the right one that's going to suit my voice, and then I'll be able to do justice to some of the songs that I want to sing, that I know I can sing.
Yeah.
I just need the right track to back me up.
That makes sense.
So
that's just hunting.
Because there's just certain songs that we hear, like whenever we make the trip to Waterloo and whatnot, Crystal's got her phone connected and we're playing her playlist, and there's certain songs on there that I love to sing along with, but I know that if I record it, it sounds fine to me, but it's not going to sound quite right.
I got you.
But if I get the
I just sing in the car and I don't give a rat's ass about
it. Well, in general, I don't in the car, but I want to put out something decent, palatable, if you will.
Or you could go the other direction, make it unpalatable, and and
then it goes viral.
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reason.
No, I don't want to be the next Ice JJ Fish.
No?
No.
Come on.
Nah.
Rebecca Black, she made a career.
She can actually sing, okay? You only know
Chocolate
the
Rain.
Friday bullshit.
Well, yeah.
Okay? That was just overproduced bullshit. She's put out some stuff fairly recently that she can actually sing.
Wow.
She's not breaking boundaries or anything like that, but she does have talent. Just that her introduction to the world was in such a bullshit way. It was massively overproduced and shit. So, and that's not her fault.
Chocolate Rain,
dude. Well, hey, that actually sounded pretty cool. He's got that nice deep bass.
Who is that?
Something like that. Yeah. He had that deep bass voice. Well, of course I'm going to like him.
There you go.
he's one of my bass brothers. It's all about that bass.
That's all about the bass, right? There's a song you should write.
Yeah. I think it's been done yet. No.
Oh, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
What is this cease and desist coming from?
Megan who?
Yeah. Awesome. So, get healthy.
Yep.
Get creative.
Yep.
What more is there?
Get my Jay and Silent Bob reboot signed by Kevin and Jay.
That's a pretty immediate goal right there. That could happen sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. I have a wish list of things I hope happen next year.
Okay, hope. Okay, what's your wish list?
Well, we talked about this briefly. Crashing Letterkenny.
Yes, we did.
I don't know how to find when they shoot, but
that's probably a very closely guarded secret just to solve that problem.
Exactly.
So,
but
Bonnie McMurray.
Oh, dude, they keep so many commercials hyping Letterkenny in front of the new season dropping on Christmas Day, which, by the way, I was at the LCBO and I was looking for puppers. They're sold out in St. Clair. The app says they have 2 cans at the downtown location, but they don't have them. They can't find them.
Yeah.
I really wanted to have a couple puppers I watched.
I've run into that problem with that app before too. So
yeah, but it's connected to their inventory
system.
I know. So fix their
just because
inventory
it's connected to their inventory doesn't mean their inventory is current.
But if you've been told that your inventory is wrong, fix the friggin' inventory.
You can't do that.
Change
man.
that 2 to a 0, please.
Can't do that, bro.
But I was really hoping to have a couple cans of puppers to watch the new season of Letterkenny. That's not going to happen. I guess I'll have to settle for some Jack and Coke.
That's gonna say you have to suffer through a bottle of Jack Daniels to get you there.
No.
Damn!
How will I ever cope?
Oh, the torture.
Oh, no.
What am I ever gonna do?
Yeah, I know. Damn.
80 pounds of fudge and Jack Daniels.
I'm just, the way Christmas Day is going to happen, we're going to wake up. Hopefully Sky and Eden and them don't take too long getting over. We do the present thing at our house, go to my parents, usually for breakfast and more present stuff.
Yep.
Come back to our house, usually by noon, for Crystal's family to arrive. So we'll have like 40 people crammed in our house.
Holy cow.
Dinner's usually by 3 o'clock at the latest. And at 5 o'clock, I'm going to tell people, get the fuck out. I got to watch Letterkenny.
I'm so full of tryptophan. You people need to go.
No, not. I just want to watch Letterkenny. Well, and I want to watch Letterkenny in peace.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
Oh, yeah.
Close the door. Where'd Jason go?
I may end up doing
Jason
that.
Who?
And if they want to try and find me, I won't be in there.
No, just lock the door.
I'm going to play it on my phone in the closet. I'll be hiding under the stairs.
You and Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm watching the new season of Letterkenny on Christmas Day. It's going to happen.
Okay. I have no doubt that you will make that happen.
Yeah. So
there you go.
That's my plan for Christmas Day, anyways. Right. See how that goes.
Yeah. No, we really don't have a whole lot going on plan-wise.
When do you do your family?
Mag's family, they just did their Christmas on the weekend. The weekend passed when this, she ended up having to work a 12-hour shift, so missed that. Now with my brother and my dad I don't know what the plan is for that because we haven't really talked too much about like previous planning as about what we're going to do because my dad
doing, by the way.
Pardon?
How's your dad doing?
He's doing good. I was going to say, he has to go to London on the 23rd. He's getting some voice therapy for the prosthesis that they put in. And his doctor says he will be able to talk. And talk is kind of a loose term with this. By Christmas. He'll be talking by Christmas is what his doctor told him. Now, it's not the voice box thing you hold. No. What they ended up doing, he said they went through the stoma in his neck. They pierced his esophagus. What they did, it's basically a check valve prosthesis in his neck. So what he can do, he can inhale through the stoma, press down on the guard, which closes off the exhalation part of it. The prosthesis in his neck, now the exhalation goes into his esophagus, and his esophagus will act as a voice box. Oh. So he'll inhale, push, and then he will be able to talk. So it's going to be a matter of like therapy and practice, but his doctor has been just over the moon impressed with the way Dad has been progressing with healing from the surgery. He's cancer free. He's dealing with being alone for as best he can. Now he's getting the prosthesis put into his neck. I said, I talked to Dad the other day. I go, how's it going? He goes, oh, it's a lot more work keeping this thing clean. I said, well, it's keeping you busy.
Yep.
So
there you go.
Yeah. So it's just a thing of, well, here's a thing. We got to work through it. Now there's another thing. We got to work through that. So it's.
What do you think your dad's first words will be with that prosthesis?
I couldn't even begin to guess.
Does he swear? Is he like
No,
that?
he's not. He does not swear. He does not swear.
Okay. See, for me, it's going to be equivalent to fuck this or something like that, you know. And that's what it would wind up being for me.
I really could not think of what he would say when he finally is allowed to, like, he had the surgery 2 weeks ago. He was not allowed to use it during the healing process. So Monday the 23rd will be his first attempt at using the prosthesis and going from there. So I'm sure he's going to have a bunch of different exercises.
You're going to see him, and he's just going to go. He's going to look at you and go, "The hills are alive."
I would be so.
It gives him such
happy.
a beautiful singing voice.
I would be so happy if that was the case. So I don't know. I really don't know what it would be, but he's excited for it. And
because
it's just
not being able to talk would be friggin' difficult.
Yeah.
Like that's almost a version of hell, in my opinion. Since we've embraced this.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
see,
since talking has become such a big part of my life, you take away talking.
Yes.
That's not going to be good for me.
This part of like doing the podcasts was, to me, has always been when I'm gone. This information, this stuff will always be available for my kids. They will always be able to hear my voice.
Damn you.
This is a legacy.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. This is
damn you.
This is
don't make me fucking cry, dude.
This is something my kids will be able to, if they miss me, they will be able to go back and they'll be able to listen to the ridiculous shit that comes out of my mouth, and they're going to go, "Oh yeah, he said some dumb stuff." But
I never even thought of that.
Yeah. This is
you bastard.
Sorry, buddy. But this is the thing that this falls back to Kevin's show, Highlands Peephole History, People's History, People's History. When he was talking to his mom.
Oh God, yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, I never got a chance to talk to Dad on the podcast." And then I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yes. And then trying to set up the different shows that I've always been involved with, it got to the point where I was like, okay, I can do this. I can record this stuff. My kids will be able to hear me. Now, I talked to my brother a couple times about trying to get some stuff together with him, about putting a show together for like just me and him talking, and it just never seemed to pan out. Then I got the idea, like, they said, my dad and I would have great conversations about, I'm the fourth generation of our family that worked in that factory.
Really?
Yeah. So
I knew you were second. I had no idea it went that deep.
I was fourth. My great-grandfather was the first to work in that factory.
Wow.
And then, so I wanted to get Dad in.
I'm picturing Trading Places. There's been a whatever, I can't remember, Randolph on the board here since this place was built.
Yeah. So I was playing with the idea of getting Dad to come in, getting Dan to come in and talk and just get some stuff to record it. And then my dad gets throat cancer and has his voice box removed. So do you think I didn't beat myself up so badly for not doing the thing that I wanted to, I should have done years ago?
The regrets are such a horrible thing.
This is the thing that I regret the most, that I had this idea and I kept putting it off.
Now,
I kept putting it off.
Do you think you would attempt it?
Impossible. He might have done it.
No, but I mean, now with the prosthesis and this chance, you don't think no?
Not a chance.
Okay.
Not a chance. So it is the biggest missed opportunity that I regret.
You know what you could do maybe is try to get to do like a video version so he can maybe write stuff and, you know.
I don't think he's down with that because he's very self-conscious about.
I get it. I completely understand. I just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Trust me, dude. I've thought about just about every angle that I could think of.
I don't think my dad would ever sit down in front of a microphone. Because, for one, he doesn't want anything to do with the internet.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the government tracking him. That's
Too late.
legit. But I don't know. He wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't understand, even though it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
I just don't think my dad would go for it.
Why is this computer here? Who is it? Why are we talking?
I'm tempted, though, at some point to maybe sit down with him. Maybe even try and get the boys to sit down, just us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not even tell him that I'm recording with my phone. Just to see what we get.
You know, that would be a great idea. And okay, nothing.
I do need to go.
Yeah, I was just looking at the time. So you have to get yourself on the road to go battle the mall creatures.
Yeah, we need to be on the road heading to London by just after 12. So
you got to go.
A little bit of time. But.
All right, brother. You and your family have a great holiday and a New Year and a Christmas and whatever you celebrate.
Hopefully, we'll get together one more time before the New Year. We do have one more weekend. So.
I'm off till the New Year.
Probably next Sunday will probably be fine, but we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear as we do. So,
play it by ear.
I'm sure we're going to get together before the New Year. So
absolutely.
I'm not going to say see you next year because we're not there yet.
Nah.
But Merry Christmas to you and yours, to all our listener out there. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, the happiest of holidays. The finger's waving. The finger waving.
I checked the stats before.
Yeah.
We have a listener in Minnesota. One person has
Minnesota, don't you know?
Don't you know? Now we've lost them because we've been
sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Yes. How's she going, Is it Minnesota? Is it cold? I bet you it's cold.
It's probably just as cold as it is here.
Fuck. Fucking winter in North America. Yes. So.
Okay.
We'll
I love that.
I think you were talking about the listener. I'm like, no, we do have at least two.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to say Happy New Year because we're going to have one more chance to say that.
Sure.
So, Merry Christmas, happiest of holidays to you and yours.
Well, because when this comes out, it'll be after Christmas, so we can get away with saying,
sure,
Merry, Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Yule, whatever else you celebrate. Yeah. So, yes, you get your ass on the road. Have fun.
Ooh.
Have fun in the mall.
Where do you keep your weapon stash again?
Well, let's see. I'm particular fond of this one.
It's nice and concealable. And
if you want concealability, this one fits right in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
Until you need to pull the trigger.
You know what? No. Remember, I couldn't figure out how to fold that one down.
That's true too. Yeah, you are a fixed blade kind of guy.
Yeah, you looked so scared that night.
Oh my God! I thought Brent was gonna bleed all over my house because he grabbed that, and I was like, "No!" And Parker's like, "No," because I taught Parker safe knife handling skills too, and we're both like, "No, what are you doing?" Okay, so fixed blade. All right,
fixed blade.
Fixed blade. There. Serrate it on. If you need to cut some rope, serrate it on this edge, nice and sharp, pointy. So if you really get it in there. Okay. So if you're going to stab in the body, don't stab this way because it'll get hung up on the ribs. Turn it horizontally so it gets in between the ribs.
That's the trick.
That's the trick because amateurs will stab this way and they're like, "I'm not getting any penetration." Flip her over, Chief, and you get right in there.
Yeah, slides right in there.
It gets right in there.
All right,
gets into the good parts of it.
It's scary that you.
Merry Christmas, everybody. All right.
So see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.